Alright guys, and welcome back to Armoured Warfare, and today we have, such a good tank. We have the Challenger 2. I have been dying to try this vehicle since basically I heard of Armoured Warfare. I can't even talk, I'm so ecstatic about playing it. And the guys over at Armoured Warfare and Obsidian were so kind to give me the tier 9s and basically every tank in the game, and the Merc tank, so we'll get some of those gameplay coming out soon. But as soon as I logged in and I had the Challenger 2, I sat in queue going, I want to play a game, I want to play a game. So this one is actually upgraded. I've got the top ammunition on it and the upgraded armour. The upgraded armour. Oh, look at it, it's so beautiful. It is just a pure mean machine. I've played the 2A6 and the T90 MS, and the Challenger 2 has come out on top as my favourite. I prefer this tank. It's just amazing. Here, on Reactor, we have come around the top of the map, and we're taking no prisoners. 600 damage straight through the side of an XM1. We just pushed. I knew that the artillery had spotted the 2A6 on the other side of the map, and I thought, 2A6 is the biggest threat to me. Nothing else here can attack me and do successful damage, so I'm going to push, and everyone else has pushed with me, and as you can see here, we are obliterating them. The Leopard 2, the XM1, and this Challenger 1 have zero chance against us. Seriously, even me by myself in a Challenger 2, I could probably take them all on by myself. This thing is astonishingly good. As you can see there, firing into the driver's viewport of the Challenger 1 was successful at the start, but as soon as he angled it slightly, my round did not penetrate. Fire there, blow his track off, and just come round behind him. This Challenger is... oh, you've never seen a guy so screwed. Straight through the engine deck. 500, 600 damage per hit in this thing with an 8.5 second reload. Not a problem. The accuracy is not fantastic, but when you've got armour that is impenetrable to every gun on this team, then I don't care how close I am to them. And oh my god, even the VBL with HE is doing 0 damage. He's done 60 damage, about 1,000 rounds. Ow, that's a Katsia. Aim up. He hits me as I fire, knocking my gun up in the air. He's sitting here, only did 300 damage. Knocked out my tracks, my gun, my optics, my fuel tanks. But the Challenger carries on. I've only taken 700 damage. 700 damage though? Isn't that a lot? No, the Challenger 2 has 3,300 HP stock. I don't even have an armor upgrade on. So, you know, adding that 7.5% more or whatever you get would be quite beneficial to the Challenger 2. The Challenger 1 as well on the other team is saying nice push, but even if they had pushed against us, I would have been able to take them on. The Challenger 2 is a really, really good... I should stop saying really good and call it and say fantastic. It really is fantastic. Leopard 2 comes round, he sees me, and he's on the run. He's running. He ain't staying around long. The Challenger is going to come right up here and shank him, and you'll see that. We're going to shank him. Come round, la la la, la la la. Angle the hull, VBL behind, that could be a problem. And Leopard 2, nah. I put a fire on the move though, and the Challenger's not good at that. The accuracy spread on the move is pretty bad on this thing. And the mobility as well on the Challenger 2 is subpar. It's adequate for what it needs to do, but for certain situations it really isn't going to cut it. This Leopard 2 as well. The hull traverse isn't bad. Since the armour is so strong, you can angle the hull at quite any angle and do a lot. Straight through the hull here. Look at that. And he was desperately trying to find where he could penetrate this thing. He's sitting there going, oh, looking around to see where he could penetrate the Challenger, but no. The enemy Challenger 1, Spectre 1, thank you sir, but it wasn't really a challenge to use the armour of the Challenger 2 in this sort of tier. No. Really, like 1,000 millimeters of armour, or something equivalent to that. I think it's 900 on the front turret, 700 on the hull against AP, and like 1,500 against shape charge. So, you know, it's not really a challenge at this sort of tier. This Willys Akatzia hits me, sets me on fire, and then as he hits me, my game just goes, whoa! And just like crashes slightly there, and that's why the audio bugged out a little bit. But the Akatsuki is dead. There's no artillery left. This Challenger 1 is on this side of the map with us. He's got to fight a 2/3 full HP Challenger 2. He's on full HP, and there's about 1,000 friendlies. He's desperately firing Hesh at me. 39 damage with Hesh. He's doing absolutely zero. I see there was a green marker, but as I fire, he moves his hull back up and bounces. And this Challenger here is actually using his armor quite efficiently. As you can see, I can't do it at the moment. The Challenger 2 doesn't have the best gun in the world, but sure, it is ridiculously powerful against lower tiers. As I just said, it isn't the best tier 9 gun. It's not very good. For a tier 9 gun, against tier 7s and tier 8s, this gun is perfect. It's about 500 damage, 500 penetration, and it does absolutely shred all the lower tiers with its great alpha. Average penetration, if I was to use it at tier 9, it's alright accuracy, it's got a slow aim time, and it's nice reload. It's actually slower than the T90 MS. T90 MS is about 7.5 second reload for 750 damage, whereas this is 8.5 seconds for 500 damage. Which I was slightly confused by, because the MS uses an autoloader, and I thought they were meant to be slower. Nonetheless, though, the Challenger 2 is by far the best in the armor department. Oh my... You saw how many rounds I took there. At the end of this match, I took 91 hits in total, and all I took was 1,200 damage. 1,300, sorry, it's closer to that. 1,300 damage for 91 hits. 91. Admittedly, they were tier 7s and tier 8s, but, you know, 91 hits. And I did say in the chat back there, if you were reading, I was like, I feel so dirty. I feel so dirty. That 2A6 was the only thing that could remotely take me on. And even in this sort of situation here, I've got damaged everything. And I'm still fighting on. I still fought that Challenger. This Centauro 120, though, yeah, okay. He wasn't going to be able to hide really very well. And he wasn't going to bounce him around. So in total there, 3 kills, just over 6,000 damage. Yes. Oh my god. 6,000 damage, 3 kills. Admittedly, before you start saying that was an amazing game, you have to take into consideration there were 1 tier 9 per team. And I was in a fully upgraded Challenger 2 versus probably not very fully upgraded tier 7s and 8s. So it was highly biased, but nonetheless, great fun. I love the Challenger 2. I can't wait to get the LEP V2. Oh, I just sit here now dreaming about the LEP. Just, oh, come on. Come on, Challenger 2 LEP. Can I please have you? It'll be the first tier 10 I get. And, guys, I can say, after all the rumours about the Challenger 2, it is an absolute monster of a tier 9. I highly recommend the Challenger 2. Although I did play it fully upgraded. But if you get it fully upgraded, you're going to have so much fun. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.